just want to clear up a few things here. Whenever people call us and they say, hey, we got these wires that are loose, you know, why are those loose? Okay, these are just accessories. Like if you wanted to put lights on something or whatever, then when you turn the key switch on, this yellow wire gets hot when you turn the key on. We don't use that. That's why it's not connected. There is a white wire comes out of there. If you take that wire and put it to ground, it will kill the engine. That is just an additional wire kill that we use for the seat switch. So just want to answer those questions right away. But the reason for this video is a customer called in and said whenever he was doing a function, it wasn't doing right, and we said, okay, let's take this switch out, let's plug it in back here, and we'll isolate any external wiring. And whenever he did that, the engine would start and run, but during the run position on the switch, the starter continued to run. So what we told him to do was locate this diode, change the diode, and then it should fix it, and that's what fixed it. So on this particular video we're making is to help diagnose an engine that whenever you are starting the engine and the engine starts, but when you go back to the on position of the starter key switch, the starter continues to run. So in this system there is a diode that keeps the power going over to the oil pressure switch from backfeeding into the starter circuit. So in order to find the diode in this system, we're going to slice this protective coating and reveal just the wires. I'm going to get this spark plug wire out of the way so we can see this. Now this right here is the hot wire that goes over and feeds the oil pressure sending unit. This wire right here goes to this blue wire, which goes to the starter circuit. So whenever you turn this switch on, and we have our handy dandy test light, this side of that diode is hot. This red wire is hot. This side is not. So this diode keeps that circuit from being completed into that side. So what happens whenever you do start this engine, you can see this side is hot, this side is not, but whenever I turn that to the start position, you can see that wire gets hot, just under the start command. And then the engine, as the engine runs, then that circuit is closed going down to the start circuit. So if you were to replace this diode, and if that was a bad diode, then everything would work normally. But that's what happens whenever you have a bad diode and you turn the ignition switch to start, back to the on position, and the starter continues being active. Now that's usually a diode that's bad.